Hello everyone, it is me, FireSkull19 of Snap Commentaries. Today we're going to be reading something a little different this time, nothing too sick, too disgusting. We're going to be reading a Mario fanfic. I've grown up with Mario. This fanfic is going to be The Origin of Metal Mario by Helmet Head Paratroopa. It's rated K, it's English, it's adventure, and it's Metal Mario and Mario. Let's get started. The Origin of Metal Mario Part 1. The Beginning of Mischief. Disclaimer. None of the characters in the story belong to me besides Dr. Cranium, an intelligent hammer bro, but rather Nintendo. Narrator. Okay, we're in a script format. Let's just go with it. Bowser, the notorious king of Koopas, has been in a rivalry relationship with the beloved Mario as long as citizens in the Mushroom Kingdom can remember. But with constant failures to conquer the Mushroom Kingdom, Bowser repeatedly brainstorms different ways to how to defeat Mario. This never goes further than acquiring some type of powerful objects. Kamek. Reviewing Bowser's plan. Well, I assume swiping the Nightmare Scepter could be a smart tactic to conquering the Mushroom Kingdom. Bowser. I've been thinking about the idea the whole time. The Guardian Overwatch sucks. I'm brute, and I could raise an army of monsters to my command. Excuse me. Dr. Cranium paces around the room in a steady manner. Well, my lord, I see major flaws within that plan. Bowser leaps out of his royal chair and hoists the dock up in the air. What possible flaw did you see in that flaw? Okay. Dr. Cranium, gah! Takes a deep gulp. Well, clears his throat. First of all, the news of you capturing the Nightmare Scepter would make Mario aware of your actions. 2. Mario, I need no further comment on that. Kamek, not to criticize your plan, my lord. There has always been a counter in every single plan you've conducted so far. Bowser, I've prepared myself for that by looking up on Intellipedia about the Nightmare Scepter, and there is no counter to it. Dr. Cranium, Intellipedia? That is absurd. That waste of internet space still rests as a popular site. Ugh. A counter to it hasn't been discovered yet. Kamek, perhaps you can see a brigade of the Koopa troop to capture it. Bowser, something stronger and new. Dr. Cranium, deep in thought, while still pacing around in the dim room, while secretly, I have been working on an experiment that could take care of this dilemma. But it will require much energy to operate properly. Kamek, how much energy exactly? Dr. Cranium, an abundant amount that what you alone can produce, I'm afraid. Kamek, do not underestimate me. I am the most powerful Magic Koopa alive. Isn't that why you get your ass handed to you by Mario as well, Kamek? Dr. Cranium, well, provide me with a suitable energy, and follow me. Opens the door and exits along with Bowser and Kamek. And that's the end of Chapter 1. Let's jump right into Chapter 2, because this one is pretty short. The Origin of Mario, Part 2. The Experiment Lives. Disclaimer. Yeah. Narrator, as Dr. Cranium opens the door to his research lab, a bright light peered through the crack. Kamek, covering his eyes. Gah! Dr. Cranium opened the door fully and begins to adjust his eyes to the light. You have my apology, but the sooner the better to begin now. A few seconds after their eyes adjust, they notice the room was stocked with books on every nook and cranny about Mario. Bowser picks a book out to see Mario on the front. Hey, what's the deal with all these books? Dr. Cranium, yes, about that. Walks over to a table and removes the white cloth to reveal an exact replica of Mario's body encased in metal. I think I see your plan now. Dr. Cranium. By studying every single detail there is to learn about him, I was able to blueprint every single thing he is able to do, and input that data into my experiment. It seems rather pleasant to have something that specializes in all of Mario's abilities that care of Mario. Turns to Kamek, I mean. Well, proceed with the energy. Kamek turns to Bowser. Do you allow it, my lord? Bowser. Seems like I plan that I could come up with. Seems like the plan that I could come up with. Come on. If I wasn't too busy being awesome. Laughs. Gah! Yeah, I know, my laugh sucks. Dr. Cranium. Yeah, sure you could. Narrator. With Bowser's permission, Kamek energized the metal casing into an animating, breathing, scratch the latter piece of metal. Metal Mario lifts its upper body up and begins to look around the room. Then Dr. Cranium appeared before its eyes. Dr. Cranium. I, Dr. Hammer Cranium. No, I am not making that Dr. Robotnik joke. Nice try. Your master, Bowser. You work for the Koopa Troopa, buddy. What belongs to you belongs to me. Dr. Cranium turns to Bowser. You don't have the IQ to program such a sophisticated device such as this. Bowser becomes infuriated and grits his teeth. You little... Dr. Cranium, your fury will evaporate into nothing after I'm done with programming this. So, where is this nightmare scepter located at? Dr. Kamek. Kamek. Just Kamek. It is at Star Haven, due to it being the only place in existence where it can be neutralized. Bowser, deep in thought, I should pay an extra visit there. Focuses back on the topic. The spare work, Doc. Dr. Cranium. Ignores Bowser. Position coordinates at Star Haven. Search for Nightmare Scepter. Switches instincts to search and destroy. Metal Mario emits a correct sound. Dr. Cranium. Kamek, can you provide teleportation? Kamek. No can do. Bowser. Well, if that's so, walks towards Dr. Cranium. Dr. Cranium. Wait, this is just a demonstration of Metal Mario's abilities. Programs Metal Mario once again. Perform Ultra High Jump. Metal Mario lifts himself out of the table and then suddenly jumps so high that it breaks the roof and keeps going later. Well, I'll give him this. At least he's not making him a freaking god or anything. Whatever. Let's just continue. Narrator. Meanwhile, as Metal Mario is on his way to Star Haven, the star citizens of Star Haven are at peace, but are also on guard in case Bowser returns. Star Citizen 1. Have you heard that Bowser Koopa Troop recruited Dr. Cranium? Star Citizen number 2. Dude, I've tried to be nice to you, but every single time I try to talk to you, you're always talking about Bowser. And when I mean always, I mean always. Star Citizen number 1. I'm not really good at the word citizen. You don't understand Dr. Cranium. He is one of the smartest people ever. Star Citizen 2. That's an opinion, 2. 1. That's an opinion. 2. He hates anybody whose IQ isn't as high as his. And 3. Due to number 2, he's probably fried to a crisp by now. Star Citizen 1. I'm hearing something hard making a metal thump sound. Star Citizen number 2. I hear it too. Looks behind him to see Metal Mario approaching. Oh my stars! Star Citizen 1. What? What is it? Star Citizen 1. It's Mario, dude! Are you kidding me? Okay, I can understand the game. You know, it's supposed to be all comedic and stuff. But why would people fall for something so simple? Like, if I see Mario all covered in metal, I go, oh, it's Metal Mario. I'm just saying, you know? Isn't that a little dumb? I'm just saying. Let's just continue. But Star Citizen won. But I've heard that he wore blue overalls, a red shirt, a red cap with its emblem on it, a black mustache, and brown shirts. That person is just silver. Star Citizen 2. Dude, Mario just used a metal mushroom. Who else can it be? Star Citizen 1. Well, let's get closer to see if it is Mario or not. Star Citizen 2. You first, with the other star going ahead of him. He starts on his way himself. Metal Mario. His program detects the two approaching him. Search and destroy instinct activated. Star Citizen number 2. Upon moments later, the two stars attempt to engage in a conversation with the fraud. With the believer and enthusiasm, Mario, say your catchphrase, so this dude can believe that you're the real deal. Metal Mario. Its program does not know how to respond to that action correctly, so it improvises with a secondary response to it. Yeah, I know, that sucked. Star Citizen number 1. Thinking the obvious. Something so WTS is going on here. Don't you mean WTF? Oh well. Metal Mario receives a broadcast from Dr. Cranium by his program. Dr. Cranium, you are now at the target location. Now advance forward to your objective and return here ASAP. Star Citizen number 1 focuses on the other citizen. Well, I did hear he doesn't speak. Narrator. At first nobody attempted to stop Metal Mario from his mission, believing that it truly was Mario. But only when he was approached the resting place of the Star Rod, he faced opposition. Eldstar. In a formal, deep voice. Odd, you possesses neither pure nor evil intent for coming here. Explain yourself. Metal Mario. Its programming states that the Nightmare Scepter is right before him, but it seems nowhere around it. Meanwhile, the floor is starting to give way to Metal Mario's extreme weight. Eldstar started to show signs of impatience by his looks. Excuse me. Explain, or we shall use force. Metal Mario. Where? Scholar thinks about all the signs of Metal Mario. From observations I've obtained a hypnosis, whatever, that this thing is simply a robot from that notorious Bowser. And you're right. Muscular. Well, let's demonstrate to that brute that we'll never let him get his hands on it. Narrator. The 7 star sprites gather to form a circle to summon all their strength to charge for a divine light beam. Clever. I assume that the time to strike is now. Narrator. A tremendous amount of power of light struck the heavy load with such force that the floor had collapsed with all the combined weight. Gasped. Eldstar gasped. Oh my stars! No one was ever supposed to discover this area. Metal Mario lifts himself off the floor to see the Nightmare Scepter giving off such a radiant and raw dark energy that almost the entire building was enveloped into the darkness. He marches straight to the objective while ignoring the star sprite's light magic being absorbed into him. Miss Star. We cannot allow him to reach it. Scholar. He is absorbing our light magic like a sponge. It's futile to keep trying. Narrator. Metal Mario is an arm's length of the scepter when something in it retaliated against the scepter, but it only lasted a moment before he reached out and grabbed it. The star sprites. No! As Narrator, as it grabs the nightmare scepter, the darkness suddenly vibrated violently, and the building shook. Eldstar, extremely worried. All is lost. We must evacuate. Everybody to safety. As soon as he finished speaking, he and the others hastened out of the building. Out of all the chaos, a formal yet threatening voice erupted out of nowhere. Question mark. Did those beings of light believe that there is safety? My, how the foolishness of the mortal and immortal have found root in the minds disguised as a ray of hope. I shall never understand, but why should I discern for them? It's been tens and thousands of millenniums since I terrorized the earth, but I cannot do such without the appropriate body. You, the wielders of this accursed scepter, you shall become my host. With the moment's notice, Metal Mario reached violently to his body, becoming a host to the unknown demon-like thing. Question mark. I feel this body will do well. Now to get out of this accursed place. I can't wait to see everybody at true despair. When my word is law, sorry. With that said, Metal Mario leaves Star Haven while leaving behind destruction to the land. Wow. This one was a good one. This was a rather good fanfic. It was well thought out, and the characters were good, you know? This was a good fanfic, and it's about damn time I read a sane fanfic. In fact, it's about time I read a fanfic from a different concept, you know. Instead of My Little Pony all the time, I thought I'd read something Mario-based. Now, I was gonna read a Daisy-like fanfic from Mario, but I scrapped that because, well, there was no point, and I kinda lost the interest of reading it. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this fanfic. Enjoyed me reading it. I will put a link to the fanfic in the description. I thank you all for watching. This has been Fireskull of Snap Commentaries, and I will see you all later.